Rachel, our matriarch. And so we learn the greatness of what a mitzvah is. The Gemara, the Pele Yoetz, Rabbi Eliezer Papo brings that we learn from two individuals and much more how one mitzvah carries itself forwards for generations and generations on for ourselves, and we just can't even begin to imagine the great return we get from one small mitzvah. As we see in this week's parasha, says the Pele Yoetz, we see from Avraham Avinu, he sees guests, and he wants to accommodate the guests, and he says that he ran to welcome the guests. That's one time that he ran. And then he ran once again to get food for them. And then he ran once again for the bread. And therefore, because of those runnings, because of those ritzot, the Gemara says, and the Midrash says in Shir HaShirim, that God, so to speak, could not leave Am Yisrael forever. As the Pasuk says, Melech Asur Barehatim. The Melech, God, is Asur, is kind of bound with us because of the Rehatim, because of the runnings. Which runnings? The runnings of Avraham Avinu. So Avraham Avinu goes and runs for chesed, for people he doesn't know and people he'll never see again. And for all we know, it could have been a prophecy, it could have been, according to the Rambam's understanding, just a vision. But he did that in his vision, and that gives us an understanding of his personality and how much he's willing to go and sacrifice for chesed. To that degree, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, God, in return to his offspring and his children, will be bound forever to do chesed with us like we can't ever imagine. The same thing we also know on Nebuchadnezzar HaRasha. Nebuchadnezzar took 4 steps for HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and that's why God gave him the return, that he was able to limshol b'kol HaKippah, to rule the world. He ruled the world because of those 4 steps that he took. And so, says Rabbi Papo, can we imagine how much more so for the reward that we get? And we do a little bit more. We go to Tefillah, Shabbat, Tefillot, Chagim, Moadim, children's education, and so on and so forth. We get so much reward for that. A quick halacha as it relates to the laws of testimony and as it relates to the laws of divorce decrees. You know, in a get, in a divorce decree, there is a wording that is written on a document that has to be freshly written for the purpose of this couple. Now, on the bottom, there needs to be signatures of witnesses, right? Needs to be signatures of witnesses. Now, what happens if the witness, his name is, for example, Shimon ben Yaakov, Simon, the son of Yaakov. However, the person getting divorced, his name is Yaakov. There is an opinion that holds that it's so sensitive that we may think many years down the line that one second, we don't know, I mean, we weren't there, we don't see any more evidence, we just see that this guy is the witness, his father is Yaakov, but maybe that same Yaakov is the one that's getting divorced. And so they're related, and we can't use someone that's related for a testimony, and we cannot use that. That disqualifies the witness from being used for that. Although they're very good and capable and apt to be an ed, they can't be an ed for this. That just shows the sensitivity of halakha, how we take everything and cater it into consideration as to not have any things that may go wrong in the future. Amen. Thank you very much.